Amy had grown an animal-like tail, and she planned to cut it off with a pair of scissors. But the moment the scissors touched her tail, she couldn't go through with it. After all, the pain of cutting into one's own flesh was more than most could bear. In the end, Amy had no choice but to accept the reality of having a long tail. One day, as Amy was heading to school like usual, a female classmate deliberately bumped into her. Amy stared at the other girl furiously. Within moments, something bizarre occurred. The classmate suddenly fell to the ground, scraping the skin on her hands. Afraid of getting into trouble, Amy quickly left the scene. Due to her introverted personality, Amy had no friends and was often ostracized and bullied by her classmates. Not long after she walked onto the basketball court, her classmates surrounded her and began pelting her with the basketballs in their hands. At this point, a classmate named Mia walked over. It was she who had orchestrated this whole thing. The bullied Amy was furious. She stared intently at Mia. Soon, a red liquid began flowing from Mia's nose. Years of being ostracized had nearly extinguished her interest in making friends. Fortunately, there was still Jack, who had no prejudice against her. Not only did he consider her a friend, but he also invited her to join a swimming party. However, afraid of exposing her tail, Amy had to wrap herself in a thick coat. Upon arriving at the party, aside from Jack, Amy had almost no friends. Mia and the others nearby kept mocking her. Hearing their nasty words, Amy glared at them angrily. Moments later, a blonde-haired girl started coughing uncontrollably, as if she had choked on something. Kind-hearted Jack, seeing the situation, also wanted to go over and ask what was going on, but Amy stopped him. Then, Amy pulled Jack close and kissed him deeply. Mia, on the side, watched the two with an incredulous look in her eyes. She never imagined that Jack would choose Amy. Jack suggested going swimming with Amy. As he spoke, he excitedly went back to get the gear. But at that moment, Amy suddenly thought of her tail, so she quickly left. The next day, Jack found Amy and asked her why she had left without a word the night before. Amy didn't give much of an explanation and simply gave him a kiss. That evening, the two rode out to the suburbs. Just as their relationship was about to progress further, Amy suddenly asked Jack if he truly liked her. Without hesitation, Jack affirmed that he did. But as soon as he finished speaking, he felt short of breath and then went still. As Amy was trying to understand what had happened, Jack's phone suddenly rang. Seeing the photos in his phone, Amy finally realized, in order to protect her, the tail had attacked Jack.